Alright, here's the deal. Older men who effortlessly attract younger women share a unique habit. It's something most younger guys typically don't have, but it seems to come naturally for many mature and experienced men. And this habit, it drives women absolutely wild. In fact, it creates such a deep and instinctive attraction that it makes these men almost irresistible in this video. I'll reveal what this habit is and explain exactly why women find it so appealing. So stay tuned until the end because I've got some valuable insights to share with you. My name is Sal. And from now on, I'll be your personal ally every week. I'll deliver straightforward, no-nonsense advice about what women really want, not just what they say they want, along with the most effective strategies to win over any woman you desire. So, go ahead and click the subscribe button now, so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Alright, let's cut to the chase. What's this irresistible habit that older men have which younger women adore? Let me illustrate it with a story. A few months ago, I was chatting with a friend named Sharon. Sharon is stunningly beautiful in her late 20s, works as a yoga instructor and used to model in her early 20s. She told me about how she met her current boyfriend David, who's nearly 20 years older than her. It all happened while Sharon was grocery shopping near her home. A slightly balding, older man approached her and said something like, "This might come off as a bit direct, but I found you very beautiful and wanted to come say hi." Sharon was completely taken by surprise. As a woman in her 20s, she wasn't used to hearing something like that often, even though she's the kind of woman most men would rate as a perfect 10. She doesn't get approached that frequently, and when she does, the guys are usually far less direct and confident. But it wasn't just his boldness that won her over. It was something else after saying hi. David asked for her name and they started chatting. The conversation was casual, nothing elaborate or overly flirtatious. Just a simple, normal exchange with the occasional light-hearted joke. After 2 or 3 minutes, David said, "Alright, Sharon, it was great meeting you, but I've got to run. Let's exchange numbers so we can pick this up later." By this point, Sharon was already intrigued by him because of their pleasant conversation. However, she hesitated about giving him her number, since after all, David was still a stranger she'd just met. So she smiled and said something typical for women in their 20s. "How about I give you my Instagram?" Instead, David smiled back confidently and replied, "I'm not really into social media. I'm more of an old school guy. Let's just exchange numbers," as he said this. He handed her his phone to input her number. Sharon was even more impressed and ended up giving him her number while typing it in. She commented, "I don't usually do this," to which he responded with a slight smile. Well, exceptions can be made for the right person. Don't you think afterward, David sent her a quick text so she could save his number, then left fast forward a month. And Sharon and David were officially dating when Sharon shared this story with me. She said, "Sal, you know what's interesting? He didn't do anything extraordinary to impress me, like most younger guys try to do. Even on our first date, it wasn't anything flashy, just a quick coffee meetup. But what I find so attractive about him is how calm and composed he is in situations that would make most people uncomfortable. I've been approached by younger guys before, and I've even gone on dates with some, but I can always sense their nervousness and hesitation. David, though, he's just so calm, collected, and sure of himself. It makes me feel so safe and comfortable around him. And that right there is the habit older men have that younger women adore, being calm and relaxed in situations that make others uneasy. Most men I've worked with, or met especially those in their 20s and early 30s, struggle with approaching beautiful women. It's rare for them to confidently start a conversation. And even when they do, they often come across as insecure, hesitating with their words, avoiding eye contact, or being afraid to take the next step, like asking her out or expressing their interest. Before we continue, let me ask, you ever thought about sending just one text that could make a woman crave you instantly? Imagine a message so powerful it takes over her mind, making her think about you non-stop, even if she's currently with someone else, or sees you as just a friend. These secret phrases trigger an obsession, leaving her excited and desperate to see you. But be warned if you don't want her falling. Head over heels, don't use these ready to have her hooked. Click the first link below to download these magnetic messages and watch her count down the minutes until your next date. Now compare that to what Sharon's boyfriend David did. It's clear why he made such a strong impression on her. David didn't overthink or stress about the possibility of rejection. Approached her calmly, engaged her in genuine conversation, and remained composed throughout the interaction. This isn't about having cheesy pickup lines or a fake sense of confidence. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, even in uncertain situations. This kind of energy staying composed and unshaken is magnetic. Women pick up on it instantly, and it communicates something profound: maturity, stability, and emotional control. These are qualities younger guys often lack because they're still working through their own insecurities and learning to navigate life's challenges. What's great about this habit is that it isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. Older men like David don't rely on superficial charm to impress women. Instead, they draw from their life experiences and a strong sense of identity. Their calmness is genuine, earned through years of dealing with challenges, successes, and even failures. And this authenticity stands out. It immediately creates trust and respect. Women like Sharon don't feel manipulated or played. They feel they're in the presence of someone who knows who they are, and that's incredibly attractive. When David confidently declined Sharon's Instagram offer and insisted on exchanging numbers, it wasn't arrogance, it was clarity. He knew what he wanted and wasn't afraid to express it. This kind of confidence is rare, especially among younger guys who often rely on social media as a safety net for women. Meeting someone who values real connections over virtual validation is refreshing. The beauty of this habit, being calm, composed, and confident, is that it isn't something older men are born with. It's developed through experience and choosing to respond to life's challenges with composure rather than anxiety. The good news is, you don't have to wait until you're older to cultivate it. You can start practicing. Now, the next time you see a woman you're interested in, just strike up a conversation. Focus on being present in the moment. Pay attention to her. Not your own insecurities. Don't overthink the outcome. Whether it's a yes, no, or maybe it doesn't define who you are. What matters is your ability to act with confidence and authenticity. Women are naturally drawn to men who make them feel secure and valued, and that begins with your own sense of self. When you approach a woman with calmness and confidence, you're not just showing interest, you're demonstrating your ability to handle the moment, and that, my friend, is the kind of habit that turns heads, wins hearts, and sets you apart from the crowd.